This is Elizabeth Siddal seated at an easel by Dante Gabriel Rossetti. Due to its sensitivity to light, this drawing has recently been returned to the Courtauld in London. Works on paper like this one can only be displayed for short periods of time. Otherwise, they are vulnerable to fading or discoloration. This drawing depicts a young woman seated before an easel. She seems to be in the midst of sketching in the outlines of a figure, although we aren't sure whether the implement she holds in her hand is a pencil or a paintbrush. Her right hand rests on a maul stick, a tool that was commonly used by artists to steady their hands as they worked. Her lowered eyelids and calm yet focused expression and pose suggest how deeply engaged she is in her work. This is Elizabeth Siddal, an artist and poet. Siddal is best known today for her relationship with the Pre-Raphaelite painter Dante Gabriel Rossetti, whom she modeled for frequently, and eventually married. Rossetti drew her almost obsessively, particularly during the mid-1850s, when this sensitive graphite drawing is thought to have been made. He used fine, delicate lines to delineate her profile and her raised hand, with heavier, darker strokes defining the folds and the outlines of her dress. If we look closely at the area around Siddal's head, we can see that as he worked, Rossetti changed his mind about the position and even the size of her head. There are faint traces of erased graphite around her nose and chin, as well as around the hair at the back of her head. These changes make Siddal's head appear smaller and more in proportion with the rest of her body. Siddal suffered from frequent ill health, and many of Rossetti's portraits of her show her looking pale and exhausted. Only on rare occasions did he depict her as a working artist, so this sensitively observed drawing is quite unusual, and all the more poignant in light of her early death.